Everybody, in today's video we're going to be recreating the mantle decor. We're going to call it summer mantle decor this time. Here is the wreath. The sunlight is coming in really brightly and beautifully this morning, so I thought I would show you a close-up of this wreath that I made. I can put a link in the description. It's been a while now, but it is huge. As you can see, it's probably 32 or 3 inches from side to side, and it will be centered right on the mirror above the fireplace, right where the patriotic one is hanging right now. So super early in the morning, and you can see the little rug there. Chris is bringing his ladder in, and he's fixing to put this up for me because obviously I can't get it up. So I'll be back and we'll do a little bit of a decorate with me on the mantle, and I'll show you what I did to the hearth just to redecorate that. And I think I have like one question, and that'll be about it for today. But there comes the ladder. Be back. Okie dokie, everybody, it's a little bit later in the day now. I'm up and dressed, and we've been out to lunch. And I wanted to show you that Chris got the wreath into place there, centered. Let me back up. Centered right there on that mirror. Isn't that pretty? I tell you, I just love that. And then he got my light ring set up for me, helped me that because it was down in the basement, and that's how I hurt my knee to begin with. So this is my big old fat light ring that I got from Amazon. I hadn't really shown this, and I might give a link for those of you who are YouTube creators. That's my Roomba there. But just in case you'd like to see what I do use in situations like this, I don't usually use this on a daily basis. I use a smaller one. This light ring really helps to illuminate the mantle and everything. So anyway, let me pull in here a little bit, show you that Chris went ahead and put my lanterns up because he needed to rig up my candles. So we simply have them placed on each end. But what holds the garland up, for those of you who may not know, is Chris uses coat hangers, and you can see the very end of it there, right here, made into a hook, and then he makes it into an inverted V, and we have it's underneath these lanterns, command strip hook, and he hooks where he bends the hanger and pulls one end out this way and makes a hook, and he pulls the other end out this way and makes a hook. And then as we move across, you can see he's done the same thing here for the swag points. He's just put command strips there and pulled them out onto hangers and made a hook. One there and one here that you can see I have shims around because I'm going to actually move these candle holders over on top of them. And then the other side is mimicked. Also, I wanted to show you, Chris made this little cover to cover up the outlet. See that? And he also put a command strip down to hold the wires back that he just rigged up too. So we're going to go ahead and set that on there. And it's the same color as the wall, so you really can't see it. And you really can't see the other wires. I mean, a thought would be for him to make a little something like this to just put up against the wall to cover up the wires in the future, but we really don't see them once everything is decorated. So, but anyway, everything else that I'm going to be putting up here is scattered around me here, so I'm going to go ahead and put my phone up on my light ring, and we'll get started doing a tiny bit of decorating here. I've already done the hearth, which wasn't anything really. I just removed this lantern that was over here and put the ginger jars back up in their little bowl with the garland wrapped in white lights that's in the bowl and around the ginger jar. And I just exchanged the one plaque for Be Still and Know That I Am God. And I changed out a placemat for a quilted one. And I put my beautiful blue heart back up into the wreath. I am going to be making a bow when I go over to the island. We're going to be making a two-loop, two-tailed bow, and I'm going to hang it right there that you will see in the little end video. But everything else was the same. As you know, I just plugged in Patriotic. So that clock will be the first thing we put up here, and we're going to get started doing a tiny bit of decorating here on this mantle. We're going to bring it back into a summer look or into my blue and white decor. Alrighty, be right back. Okay, everybody, here I am down here. This is a pretty high mantle. I'm 5'8½", so I can, you know, I can't quite get all of me in the picture, and have the mantle in the picture at the same time. But anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. I hope that all is well with everyone today. Thank y'all so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to today. Oh my goodness, and as I've been talking about, we're here to do the mantle and to reveal the mantle and hearth. So let's get started. And as I've explained everything, you know, it's looking pretty good already. I meant to say that this is a just strip lighting, as Chris calls it. It's LED strip lighting, and it has a USB plug on it. So it kind of goes along with everything that, he didn't have to rig these up. These came with a USB. I think I have them linked in my Lights Amazon shop. So anyway, let's start out with this clock that hasn't been up here in a little while, since before Easter actually. So we're going to set this right in the middle, right behind the lights, but in front of the little cover there for the outlet. And these are just a couple of little willow tree figurines that I like to have sitting right there, little willow tree angels. I have these little ladies that I had up here before, and I'm going to put them back up, but I want to move these candlesticks over to be right beside the clock this time and put the lady on this side right here like this, and then we're going to put a blue plate here. I believe that's the way I want it this time. Or I could do the lady there and see if I could do the plate here. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll play around with it a little bit, but I want to be able to see the candle in the mirror behind it, which you can't really see. Getting taller and taller here. There we go. And let me see where this plate is going to fit. These plates are one of my original inspirations for my blue and white decor. I got these plates at a local craft store. They are the Liberty Blue Colonial Series, Historic Colonial Series, printed on Staffordshire ironstone. I just love these. So these, let me see. I did have them here the last time. Let me see if I can get them snugged here. I don't know, I may be able to get it on this side, but these are not opposite of one another, so I'm not sure it's going to work on the other side, but we'll see. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. Let's go over here, move this down here. And here's the other little lady. I got these ladies at Hobby Lobby. And I got the spool lights at Occoquan, which was they put on a craft show every fall years and years ago, like 20 years ago. Okay, let me see if I can fit this other plate up here, and I'll stand back and look at it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I like it like that. Something different. If I get tired of it, I can switch the lady and the plate. But right now I like it the way it is. I think I'm gonna leave that as is. And I love it. It's not a real intense design like my Christmas is or even my fall. It's just a simple, soft decor, I think. And I think it's lovely. So, all right, I am going to get you down and we're gonna go over to the island and we are going to, I have one thing to haul and I think I have a couple of questions and I have a bow to make, just a 2-loop, 2-tailed bow. So I'll be right back and I'll be in front of the camera in just a minute. Be right back. Okie dokie, guys, here I am sitting here at my island. And before I start chitting and chatting with you, I want to go ahead and make this 2-loop, 2-tailed bow. It's a very, very, very simple bow and one that I always use just more of an accent bow than anything else. And that's exactly what I want to use this one for, just to tie on that little lantern that sits to the right of the hearth. I don't want a big funky bow. I don't want bows galore everywhere. I just want a little accent bow just to say, oh, hey, we're working with the blue and white and look at this pretty ribbon, I got this ribbon from perpetualribbons.com from Sweet Bobby over there at perpetualribbons.com. This is D. Stevens ribbon. This ribbon is not cheap ribbon. This roll was about $35. But it is superb ribbon. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't had this ribbon make up into an ugly bow yet. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I have it pinned here. So all I want to do is pull out just a little bit of this ribbon. And like I said, we're only going to make a 2-loop, 2-tailed bow. I will not need that much ribbon probably. This is wired ribbon, you can see. So what I'm going to do is hold the end of it right in my non-dominant hand. And I'm going to make one loop. I'm going to pull from the roll and I'm going to make one loop. And I don't want it to be a huge bow. Like I said, I just want it to be a little accent bow. So I want to picture about how big I want my loops to be, which is about that big. And you can see here that I have that big. I have a good bit of ribbon left over that's not going to be in the loop, so to speak. And the reason I leave that there is because when I bring this side up, again, from the roll, when I bring this side up, I want to have enough to overlap that piece of ribbon so that when I go to, and I'm going to pinch it together right at that spot. So when I go to fluff it, I'm not going to fluff, when I fluff this bow, or this loop, it's not going to fluff right on out. You can see the back of the ribbon is a beautiful royal blue. Well, I'm going to twist the ribbon to bring the blue and white to the front. So twist it, and then I'm going to twist it around around my forefinger, just twist it right around and have it meet itself, and then accordion this in to the back. Now, when you're doing this, don't pull your ribbon from the bolt side. Make sure, because you want your little center loop to be of a consistent size. You don't want it to be a lot bigger on the bottom than it is at the top. So if you make sure that you're pulling right straight in, then you're gonna make sure that that bottom part of the loop is not way bigger than the top part. Okay, so there we have our 2 loops. Now we just need to make our 2 tails. So I'm gonna twist again and bring that blue and white up. And I'm gonna pull it out to about the length that I think I might want the tails, which is about that long. They don't need to be crazy long. And then I'm going to put it right side up, and I'm going to just accordion it in the back, kind of in the back of the bow, back front of the bow. And that's 1, 2 loops. Actually, let's make it a little 3 loop. Let's make it a 2 loop 3-tailed bow instead of a 2-tailed bow. So if I wanted 2 loops, then I would cut this off right up here in the back up close. But since I want 3 loops, I'm going to cut it about the same length, right about like that. And then I'm going to cut that big loop in half. And there I have 2 loops and 3 tails. Before I do anything to the tails, I want to take my pipe cleaner. I don't have a white one and I don't have a blue one. Do you believe it? It's okay, you won't see it, but still, it's aggravating. So I take the pipe cleaner and I put it through the loop. Sorry, I'm really shaky today, you guys. Again, I've had myself under a lot of stress here, so I'm a little bit shaky, sorry. I'm not feeling it, but when I go to do that, I'm like, oh, I'm a shaky mess. Anyway, put the pipe cleaner through the loop, not through your thumb ring. I've done that 1,000 times. Pull the bottom around the bottom, catch it with your thumb there, pull the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top. And then you're just going to use this hand as a resistance and pull against it. Get your fingers up real close to the back of the bow and twist. Twist the bow, twist the pipe cleaner. Makes it a little tighter if you do both. And we are going to use the pipe cleaner this time to tie that onto that lantern. Okay, so let me get this put away. Now I know for a fact I want this bow to be hung from the right-hand side of that lantern. So I know for a fact that I want these tails to be done in a tiered fashion. In other words, I want this one to be the longest and I want the outside to be the longest. I don't even know which is going to work best for that. The outside to be the longest, and then the next one to be a little shorter, and then the next one to be a little shorter. So let me see if I can work that out. And I know I want them cut this way. So this one, the longest. And then I'm going to start the next one right about where the shortest point on the first one that I cut was. I start right about there and cut up at an angle. So that gives us 2. And then this one is the same thing. I just kind of go to where I ended the second one and start there and cut up at an angle. So when it hangs kind of like this on the lantern, it's going to have 3 little tails tearing up. Isn't that cute? So I will put that on the lantern and you guys will see that. I'll take an ending video of everything or a couple pictures and you'll see everything. All right, let me turn my camera and we're going to get doing a little bit of answering of questions, and that's about it for this one, you guys. A couple of things to haul for you. So put this over here. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, here I am in front of the camera. How in the world is everybody doing now that I'm looking y'all in the eyes? I've been behind the camera, I've been below the camera, I've been everywhere but in front of the camera. So hi everyone, good to see you. Let's start out with what I have to haul for you. And remember the other day when I showed you this bowl that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby? Well, I had an epiphany, and I think even when I was talking on the video the other day when I hauled this and said that I wanted to put it right in the middle shelf of that corner cabinet there, and I thought, oh, how can I do that? What can I set it up on? None of my plate or picture holders or plate holders like this worked. I had remembered that I had purchased 2 of these to put pumpkins in in my windows that I put for fall. And I thought, well, why don't I just run into Hobby Lobby? So I had Chris drop me off yesterday after we ate lunch, and I ran in and I said, well, let me see if this will work. So I want to set this, I want to set it up like this. And y'all know what? Got to set your mouth right. And I might need to put a couple of glue dots on it just to be sure that it stays into place. And one like on the two back feet of it. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's going to sit in there just fine. Trust me. It sits in there just fine. So I thought that was a pretty good idea, you know. So if you have a thicker something or another that you want to, you know, you'd like to set up, think about one of those. I got those and they were on 50. You know what? I don't know whether they were 50% off yesterday. I ended up going into Hobby Lobby yesterday looking for something. I didn't have anything in mind, and all I got was wrapping paper. I got a roll of wrapping paper to wrap Maverick's birthday gift up in, and I bought a couple of, like, of those swirly little bows. I'm not going to make bows, you know, and I bought a bag to put his gifts in. So, and I couldn't find anything else, and then I remembered I wanted to do this with this bow, and I thought, well, let me see if I have this. So I got that little holder. So that's going to hold that up beautifully. And I might even put the two candlesticks. Where did they go? I had them sitting over on the counter. They're gone now. But that match the bowl, one onto the top shelf and one on the bottom shelf, and decorate around it. So I'm still thinking of things, you know, little differences that I'm going to, you know, subtle differences. And again, as I've said, I'm still adding to my blue and white decor, y'all. And, you know, I'm really working really hard, and have been for the last, what now, 2 years, 1.5, 2 years, to bring this blue and white decor throughout the main level of our home, including the powder room. So it's one cohesive look all the way around. I did not care for the idea of having a totally different color scheme and feel on the front, in the front rooms of the house. It worked out well because of the staircase in this house. I got away with it because of the staircase and the way the house is separated from front to back. But for me, in my psyche, I didn't care for it that much. And still at Christmas, it kind of bugs me because I have all red and white. I'm going to red, white, and gold on this side of the house. And on the front of the house, it's more of a blue and white, kind of an ice blue to a chambray blue kind of, and white, you know, in the front of the house in silver. I kind of started that last year, which I'll probably have to be adding to this year. And I'm still adding to the red and white because I went away from all burgundies, you know. So anyway, it's a process, you guys. It's a process. I wanted to show you that my candles came from Amazon, LED candles. And I just got a whole set of them here. Pull it out of the box. 2 of these are going to go in the lamps, the lamp candles, candle lamps, however you want to say it, up on top of my hutch. This is a lovely little set of candles. And they feel like wax. They do feel like wax. And they all take 2 AA batteries. I know they do. I'm not going to break a nail. But they come with 2 AA batteries, and you get two, I think it's 4-inch, 2 5-inch, a 6-inch, a 7-inch, and an 8-inch, I think. You can look at it in my Amazon shop, but that's what you get. So 2 of these will go into my, these 2 will go into the candle lights up on top of the hutch up there. I'm going to go ahead and put this size in. So love these candles. They come with a remote, but mine will be rigged up to be, you know, to be plugged into a USB outlet. So I won't even need these, but just to let you know, it does come with remotes. And I'm sure you can put them on timers, I think. I bet you can. Yeah, you can put them on a timer. You can see the timer there. So that's all I have to haul. That's it. That's it. My, oh my goodness, can y'all believe it? My Catherine's order is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Well, it was supposed to arrive Monday. It finally got shipped out last week, and it was, and I had Monday as the delivery date for 3 or 4 days. And then Monday, it switched till Thursday. So who knows? If I have it by Friday, I will haul it for you. If I don't, then you'll find out on Friday where in the world it is. I don't even know quite where it is right now. But it's supposed to be here tomorrow, so we'll see. And my Woman Within order has shipped, and it's supposed to be here next Monday or Tuesday, but that'll probably get thrown back too. So anyway, all right, let me pull up my questions here and see what I have. I don't have a lot of Mischief with Maverick. I do have a couple of pictures I think I can share with you, but I don't have a lot of Mischief with Maverick. But let me pull up my questions first anyway. Okay, I've got one here, and then I know I have one in my YouTube studio, which I didn't pull off because I just saw it right before we went out to lunch. I just saw it. But this one I've had for a couple of days from Patty Houghton maybe? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sweetie. I hope I didn't butcher it. She said, "You're the best, always so uplifting and kind. Thank you." Aw. I see you have angels and cardinals too. Do you love or collect them? Is there a reason you are drawn to them? There is for me. Angels, not so much, but the cardinals, well, first of all, they're the state bird of Virginia. So that's at the beginning why I started to collect them. I've been collecting cardinals for years and years. It's because it was the state bird of Virginia. But now you guys have told me, and I've read many places, that I think the story is if you see a cardinal, then somebody in heaven is thinking about you and or is watching over you. So I kind of think about that now when we see cardinals, and we see cardinals around here a lot, you guys. So I definitely think of cardinals in a little bit different way than I used to. The angels, I've just always loved angels. I have no really reason. My mother-in-law started me kind of collecting the seraphim angels years and years and years ago, back in the 90s. And then I found willow tree. I love willow tree figurines, and I love their angels. Of course, they have figurines that are not angels, but I love the willow trees that are angels, the willow tree figurines that are angels. I have given many, many gifts of willow tree, not just angels, but figurines to folks, and I love receiving them too. So most of the willow tree figurines that you see around my house have been gifts. A lot of them I got from my band kids when I left my president of the Band Parents Association. They gave me several when I left there because they knew I loved them. And then our girls give them to me for Christmas a lot. So very few of my willow tree figurines have I purchased. Some, yes, but very few of them. So, but I hope that answers your question. I love both things for sure. So let me go in here. Thank you so much for taking the time to ask me a question for sure. And yeah, it's still here. This question is from the Farmer and the Southern Belle. Her name is Haley. She has a wonderful YouTube channel if you'd like to go check her out. She's does a lot of vlogs with her and her kids, and she's lovely. She just is lovely. And she is what her title exclaims, the Farmer and the Southern Belle. She has a great channel. So check Haley out over there. But this is her question. I need to put my glasses on because I didn't blow this up. Hey, sweetheart Lynn, I have a question. I'm loving all the drives you're taking us on and wondering how many national parks y'all have been to, and are there any on your bucket list that you want to see? You know, we love to use the National Park Passport Program, which Scott Singer got for me on our cruise, that when we cruised together, he sent me the passport book. Actually, later, he sent me the passport book, bless his heart. But you can get them on board the ships because you go, well, anyway, I'll get back to that. Passport program with the boys to see how many we can get checked off the list. That's an awesome goal. That is an awesome goal, Haley. Loving your summer/downtime videos. Much love, Haley. Thank you so much for saying that, Haley. I really appreciate you saying that about my summer videos. Before I go on and answer the question about the national parks, I did want to acknowledge again why I took my patriotic decor down. It seemed to upset a couple of you, or several of you. And you know what? It's okay, you guys. It's okay. It's okay for me to do what I need to do. And I know that one of you totally understands that. I didn't hear back from the other when I gave an explanation. But one of you, Charlene, you understood. I know you did, sweetie. But the others who have commented, I don't know whether you saw my answer to your query or not. But I'll go ahead and say again that my husband and I, our family, we have a lot of things coming up. We have 3 different vacations coming up, and I also have a very important commitment coming up that I cannot miss, that I cannot say anything about right here yet. Eventually, I will be able to say something to you guys, but I can't yet. I don't want to lie to you guys or make it like something that I'm keeping a secret or something, but it's something that I cannot say right now. So I have a big commitment coming up that I have got to get ready for and to do. So I am sorry if I disappointed anybody by taking my patriotic decor down. I didn't think it would bother anybody since I was doing it in my own home, you know, and since I was doing what was best for me. So I couldn't keep it up till the 4th of July. So I just wanted to acknowledge that in person here while I'm talking to you again, just so you know. Okay. All right. And to answer your question, Miss Haley, how many national parks have I been to? Let me back up to the passport, National Park Passport program. It is awesome. You get little stamps or little cards that you can put in your passport book. You can get your passport book from any national park visitor center. The park rangers, when they come on the ships, when we're in the UNESCO World Heritage Site that is Glacier Bay National Park, they bring them on with them. And it is a fun thing to do to collect all of your stamps or little cards to put in your passport book. So we have not literally been into too many national parks. Glacier Bay National Park is the main one. And also right here in Virginia, Shenandoah National Park. We've been there. Chris has been to Yellowstone. Or Yosemite, which is it? Whatever. I have not been. I have not been. That is one thing that I would like to do though. Absolutely. But all of our Civil War parks, our battlefields are all run by the national parks. So let me list some of the battlefields that I've been to. In Pennsylvania, Gettysburg. In Maryland, Antietam. In Tennessee, Shiloh. Been to all of them. I have family in all 3 places. Well, Gettysburg, I lived close to Pennsylvania. I lived in Maryland growing up, and I lived close to Pennsylvania. And we would do school trips up there to Gettysburg, you know, and to Antietam. Here in this area of Virginia, I've been to the Spotsylvania battle, the Battle of Spotsylvania, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Wilderness Battle. Am I missing anybody? Spotsy's Chancellor Wilderness. I think I've got it at the Battle of Fredericksburg. So, you know, I've been to a lot of naturally, you know, run places, but not so much other than Glacier Bay and, you know, the Shenandoah National Park up in Virginia here. So, which was beautiful. Oh my goodness, we stayed in a cabin up there, had the dogs with us at that time, and right on the Shenandoah River. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Long time, guys, way before I started doing. Our kids were gone, but was kind of the in-between, you know, place. So I think that's it. I've been to some of the natural wonders of the world, Natural Bridge being one. And we were going to go there with Barb and Don, but we decided it was too long of a drive from here, and to do that in one day would have been too much. But anyway, that's it, you guys. I guess that's all I have. Like I said, I have a few pictures, like literally 1, 2, 3 pictures of little Mav.
that I will put here and put to a little bit of music, and I'll check to see if Candace has posted any more or sent me any more, since I've been a little busy for the last little while here. So, but anyway, come back on Friday and I will be working on the tray that sits right here on the island. I have a bit of a new design to show you guys for that, utilizing some of the new pieces, and utilizing a vase that Bobby sent me from Perpetual Ribbons. She sent me a beautiful blue and white vase. So come back for that on Friday, and I will haul that stuff from Catherine's if it comes, and I'm not sure what else. But any questions you have, please leave them in the comments, and I'll be glad to answer those too on Friday to take us into the weekend, all right? All righty, you guys. I'm so happy too. I can't wait to show you. I found myself some poncho shirts, kind of like what I have on today. This is like an overlay poncho look, and I can't wait to show you those. They're from Amazon, so I'll show them to you, and then I'm not going to link them today, but I'll show them to you when they come in, and then we'll link them. So, all right, I really have nothing to link for you today. I've got the candles that are already linked in my Amazon storefront box called candles, and everything else. I didn't buy anything for this decor, you guys. Did not buy anything. Of course, there's always a link for Bobby as Perpetual Ribbons in the description of my videos. So, and you can find this very easily on her channel or on her website. So I guess that's it. I guess that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping in here to visit with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, I wanted to mention my subby count is fluctuating up and down again like it was, and I'll go up 4, I'll go up 10, then go down 4, go down to, it's, I don't know. So please check to make sure you are subscribed. I hear other YouTubers asking their subscribers to, just to make sure that you're still subscribed if you'd like to be. And, if you're not subscribed, for that 50% of you who watch but aren't subscribed, I'd sure appreciate it if you went ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss an upload, So, and Haley was right. I am kind of in a lull here. I've started back up with my, redecorating into my kind of, blue and white decor, and putting away all the patriotic, readying my house to get ready for fall decorating, which will begin probably in August. So, shoo! It is busy all the time over here, y'all. It is busy all the time. But anyway, I'll go into my final words and say, thank y'all so much for stopping in here again. And for those of you who may be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. I'll start with a little video or pictures of the finished mantle and hearth, and then we'll zip on into those few pictures I have of little Maverick. All right, so until next time, till Friday, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.